What's good, YouTube? Adriannthakidd, and I'm lit. We back in this bit. You know what I'm saying? Today we got Devontae the one. She caught me cheating with herself. Animated story, you know what I'm saying? But look, hey, before we start off this video, you know what I'm saying? Go show the man Devontae some love, you know what I'm saying? He just, hey, man, just hit 60K. He was at 50, like 58, 66 yesterday, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, shout out to him. Wow, I just lagged, bro. But look, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's get straight to it. I don't know how she can catch me cheating with herself. But let's get it. That's different. Been I'm alone to take a look out to the back of my bone. Yeah, rest in peace to other channels, man.
I'ma keep it a stack with y'all. If you want to be in a relationship, always make sure your intentions are clear from the start. Or
Facts.
you'll end up like me, who did it and reap what he sowed. If you've been on this channel for more than a year, then it's probably a good chance that you've seen this video that I made back then with my old art style about one of my exes named Sade. We had a very immature
I've heard that name
relationship, dated her for like a year and a half, blase, whole lot of
blase.
3.5 years ago at the very beginning of our relationship when I was a completely different person.
I wish I could animate stuff, bro. I got like
together was kind of
I'm gonna see if I can.
I'll keep it short. One night we were both at a house party in a room alone. I was living my best life at the time, so my only mission at that party was to slide my hot dog into some girl's buns. For some reason she was sad. I felt bad for her, so
hold on, bro. Look. I have not seen the original video that he's talking about, but look. From right here, I can tell this is a pillow and that she's crying and that her eyes are red. So I'm gonna just assume she's on her period. You know what I'm saying?
Slide my hot dog into some girl's buns. For some reason, she was sad. I felt bad for her, so I.
They be super emotional at that time.
Turned into a casual, flirty conversation. It got a little bit spicy in that room. I got her juices juicing, if you know what I mean. As far as you think, but it was just enough to get her attached. In fact, so attached to the point that she showed me more attention than anyone there for the rest of the night. Keep in mind, before her, I never really had a female show me that much attention because back in high school when it came down to bagging females,
I know y'all see the shirt.
Sports, I was the quiet, shy, unconfident kid that had little to no experience. Listen. That's why I was on my F-boy energy that night, because months before I will never get to show off, bro. The same energy and
me and him just the same for
the gullible kid I was at the time. Monkey see, monkey do. In fact, over time I became a pro at putting my heart on ice, no rod wave. So when she showed me
gotta put my heart on ice, cause I can't breathe.
That type of attention, I knew hard work paid off. So after the party, we texted for like 3 days. Our conversations were
3 days is kind of serious.
No real chemistry at all because I don't know about her, but I only had one mission in mind. Beat the Doonies down. Why didn't I just do it at the house party if that was my mission, you may ask? Yeah, it was my mission. But honestly, I didn't come prepared to go.
Dang, that Mags.
You know what I mean? I only intended for her to be like a friends with benefits or a side piece per se, because I found out she was a super freak that didn't give off any relationship vibes. She gave off more of a for the streets vibes.
Look, I'm telling you right now, bro, friends with benefits don't work. Cause you know what I'm saying, y'all friends, but y'all doing stuff, bro. Somebody gonna catch feelings and it's not gonna end up good. You know what I'm saying? Well, I was gonna say not that I've tried it, but I technically did. You know what I'm saying? That's story time in the future. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I never made my intentions clear from the start because I assumed we were on the same page. But, whew, oh boy, was I wrong. I had her so wrapped around my finger that I kid you not, after 3 days of texting, indirectly, she asked me out.
3 days?
So what are we? And in my head,
I hate that text with a passion. Well, not even text, bro. I was on FaceTime one time, bro, and Shorty had her like cousin or some she had somebody in the background, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, so when you gonna stop playing with my cousin? I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, well, Adrian, what are we? I was like, bro. And so, like, you know what I'm saying? I always play dumb. So my obvious answer, she asked, what are we? I said, I'm black. Facts. Like, what? What you expect me to say? Boyfriend, girlfriend? We ain't married.
What do you mean, what are we? You must be speaking French or something.
Facts.
I don't know.
I'm black. I'm pretty sure you black too. Yeah, we black.
Beings.
It's
That's
facts.
it.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
Yeah.
That caught me all the way off guard.
Hold on, bro.
It's
Ad
like,
coming up.
why? Why ask me this out of all things? Like, with the vibe you was giving off, it made me assume you wanted me to turn into a construction worker and tear down your walls, if you know what I mean, which I would have been completely fine with. Isn't it supposed to be the other way around? Like, females aren't usually this bold, this fast. So I was kind of confused because this ain't normal unless she was one of those people that fall in love easily. I didn't know mimicking what my homies did could get me this far, so I went deep into thought about my decision because I knew my intentions. I gave myself two choices: either stop being childish and let her know my real intentions instead of leading her on, or shake up the dice.
Well, if you lead her on, then you probably get what you want.
So I answered her in a real nonchalant way. I don't know, you tell me. I guess we're together then. Yes, we are.
No. All right. So look, gang, peep, gang. So she says, "What are we?" I probably would have said, "What do you think we are?" She would have been like, "I think we're dating." I would have been like, "I think not." You know what I'm saying? That's how you get out of that situation. Then you block her. Facts.
Now that I think about it, looking back on it,
this man just got himself into a marriage.
Getting into a relationship.
3 days
chaotic, in, like,
into
so
talking.
Stupid. What type of drugs was I on back then, if any? We wouldn't all be here right now if I just grew a pair. Like, I had the balls to get that far, but didn't have the balls to be direct.
But I'm gonna be honest, I would rather get in a relationship than just a one like night stand. You know, tight shit.
Like, relationships are meant for finding a mate that is compatible enough to potentially spend the rest of your life with.
Facts.
No. I just said
people get in relationships just to
she was a convenient
have sex.
freak
I'm
and
be honest.
she had a lot of assets, which was my only motive for her, especially after she slobbed on your
bro. If you get it, you get it. I ain't explaining nothing.
So you used her. I wouldn't say I used her. I just used her resources.
I was about to say he used his resources.
You piece of shit.
I mean, he did, but
I never
used his while using hers at the same time.
You know, fall in love with her. But I did fall in love with what she had to offer. The one thing that kept me around in the beginning.
Got 25,000.
I was very childish and immature. So if I didn't get that one thing, then my immaturity was taken to a whole new
Don't tell me
level,
you stopped talking
ruined
to her.
Everything for me. So one night she and I were on the phone talking for a couple hours, bringing up different topics because the least I could do was vibe with her a little bit, especially after she but I kept it as small talk. Didn't care about who her friends were, what she had going on, how her social life was. I didn't have the slightest bit of cares. Even though I
girls love that, bro.
Responses, it was all a facade to maintain my position. After some time, we get on the topic of sliding sausages into hot dog buns, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If you haven't been understanding these hints, then you're either too young or you don't get out much.
Hold on, bro. Peep game, bro. So her name is Shadia. So if you rearrange the letters, you can make Asia.
Haven't been understanding these hints, then you're either too young or
AISHA.
Or you don't get out much. This topic got me actually interested because, again, that's all I wanted from her, and I still didn't get to do it yet. So I'm like, I thought he said,
never mind.
When you gonna let me beat
I know what he's talking about.
Down, girl, with the expectation of an answer that I wanted to hear. But she tells me instead she's never letting me get in the guts. Ever.
Dang.
I'm confused because I done already got the Gok 5000 Deluxe, so I'm questioning her like, what do you mean I won't? She repeats it again, and me being the idiot that didn't understand female nature at the time, I wasn't aware that she was just testing me. That's what women do after a while. They test you to see if you really are who you say you are. So she repeated it again. My energy that should have stayed the same went from 50 to 0. And like I said before, I was very childish and immature. So my mindset was, even though I'm in this committed relationship, what you won't do for me, another girl will.
Man. I don't condone cheating. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you get with one person, you should stick with one person. You feel me? And if you get tired of that person, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all go through it. Don't cheat. Just leave. You know what I'm saying? It's that easy. Just leave. You feel me? But sometimes, I can't lie. Sometimes it's not easy to just leave. You know what I'm saying? And which I'll explain this story time whenever I decide to make it in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But look. She probably had a boyfriend and she telling him that. I ain't gonna cap.
So I thugged it out with her for 10 more minutes to not seem suspicious. I get off the phone with her and start plotting who would be my victim to cheat with.
If you want to get off the phone, you know what I'm saying, just go ahead and hit the airplane mode.
Accurate timing I've ever seen in my life.
Facts.
Luckily, my coworker that I went to school with told me at work the next day.
I've done it before, trust me.
This one girl I also went to school with before, named Tatiana, was moving back to town soon. And bruh,
oh boy,
y'all already know I was geeked when I heard she was moving.
Bruh, name like Tatiana, bruh.
I hadn't talked to Tatiana in about 2 years prior to the story. And if there's one thing I knew about Tatiana, is that when it came down to me and her, even though I was shy before, she was still down for anything. But we never had time. One problem though, I deleted her number and Snapchat the day she moved. Plus, I didn't know her Instagram, so I had no way of contacting her. The only thing I remembered about her contacts was the fact that she had her first name in her username on Snapchat, and her bit emoji looked like her. I didn't remember her last name either. So in reality, I was kind of out of luck, but I didn't let that stop me. So after I got day, I got on Snapchat, typed in the first name. 2 Tatianas pop up with 2 different last names, and they weren't on my mutuals list. So all I gotta do is make the most accurate guess and go with the one that looks like her. Bet. So I went with the one that looked like her past Bitmoji because she always had her Bitmoji look like her, as I made clear before. Added her as a friend and waited a couple hours. Never got added back. Until 7 p.m. came around. I didn't get added back by the one I picked, but instead there was another Tatiana that added me as a friend and wasn't a part of the first duo, which was kind of odd to me because it said this one was on my mutual friends list, which usually means they're close by, a list that I never checked before this. And her Bitmoji's appearance was just like the original, just like the other 2. So I was confident that it was her. I added her back, slid in her DMs, and instantly I got a reply. So we chop it up for like 20 minutes. I ask her, does she remember me, how she's been, you know, the basic things to set the mood.
Let me see, added you first.
I end up asking her to link. She agreed.
She said,
I was hyped for a minute until she asked me instantly if I wanted to tear her walls down. That was a little bit
dang.
So for a second it got me happy because it became clear that we were on the same page, but in the back of my mind I knew something was very off about this. She was going all gas no brakes, talking about what position she wanted to be put in, what is
you were going all gas no brakes, you know what I'm saying? Bro, she hasn't even moved back yet, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Like you already trying to find her cause you know. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Come on now.
She was going
she going too fast, bro.
Talking about what position she wanted to be put in, what did she want me to do to her, everything under the sun. And I'm sitting there like, yo, where was all this 2 years ago? In the middle of us talking, Sade calls me. And when I pick up the phone, something was different about her. Like, her energy was off. But I was still happy as a mug knowing I did what I just did, trying to ignore the fact that I was cheating.
Dang.
But something was still off about this. So she's like, Devontae, would you ever lie to me? When a woman asks you questions, 9 times out of 10, she already knows the answer. She's just trying to see if you're gonna lie.
It's over with, bro.
Which is something I didn't know at the time.
I remember, bro.
Of course,
last shorty I was talking to, she asked me that question then.
Devontae,
and she asked me,
would
and I
you
said
ever
no.
cheat on me? And me being the naive, immature, unaware, childish kid I was, I still wasn't aware of what was going on.
Dang,
so
you got caught.
Of course, I said no. Never, in fact. Then she gets quiet and tells me to look at our messages. I look at our messages and I see a screenshot of my messages with Tatiana.
These females trifling. So like, I'm gonna go ahead and make the assumption that his girlfriend was friends with her. You know what I'm saying? And that's why she sent her the screenshot.
Screenshot of my
dang
Tatiana. Bruh, My heart has never dropped so fast in my life. My heart dropped it like it's hot. For the next 30 seconds, I ain't hear a word come out of her mouth.
That's not good.
Dead silent in that room. Like, I've never panicked so hard in my life. It had to be God. Had to be. The timing was way too on point. Everything from the time
God was like,
hey, phone with Sade the night before lined up so perfectly. Because what were the odds that Sade would borrow her friend's account that just happened to be named Tatiana just to see if I would cheat?
Oh,
to this day. I think after my energy plummeted that night before, she got suspicious. I'm telling you, these females be turning into detectives when they see.
I mean, bro, dudes be pretty much letting you know.
After this night, I most definitely did everything in my power to keep that legendary throat. That's why we stayed together for the next year with breaks, because it was pretty toxic after.
Bro, I'm not having no breaks, bro.
But I ain't ashamed of it. I'm human just like you. I make mistakes
breaks
and
don't
learn
work
from them just like
breaks
you.
You get close
and I
to
don't regret
person,
it either, because without learning from my past mistakes, I wouldn't be who I am today. Because you see, you got to give a boy a chance to grow some. It still blows my mind to this day how everything happened so perfectly in line. It wasn't karma. It was most definitely God teaching me a lesson. Like, I really got caught cheating on my girlfriend with herself. I was literally talking to
Oh, that's what he mean, bro.
I had been caught in 32K the minute I asked old girl to link. That's tough.
Be loyal out here, man. Dang. Y'all can't be going out bad, bro. Hey, yo, I'm finna follow on the IG too. Ah, that's beyond tough, bro. Dang. Hey, look, just don't cheat, you know what I'm saying, bro? Because girls be sneaky, they be thinking they be on it, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they do be on it, you know what I'm saying? So, dang, man. Dang. I don't know what to say, man. Look, yeah, be honest, be loyal, you feel me? And, I don't know. Like the video.